So what are the things, Charlie, that you find you're telling people not to do? Hopefully that doesn't happen, because most people would probably prefer to be told what to do rather than be told what everything they're doing is wrong. So if there's an acute injury, we've got to minimize immobilization. You sprain your ankle? No, you're not going to be in a boot. If you need the boot, then you use it to go walk around outside so you can have a more human pace. Maybe you don't trust other people if you're in a busy public setting, but I'd rather you walk like a turtle's pace and put load through that foot, as long as it's not the type of truly antalgic response. Meaning every time you put, oh, it's this big jolt, you might have a fracture in that case. But if we know it's not the bone, and that little bit of vibration is such an impact, I want you loading as quickly as possible. So if you have engaged with an individual, whether it's a healthcare provider or not, has put you into a boot, immobile, I'd rather you use crutches and walk slowly, even if it's a 4-point gait where you go crutch, foot, crutch, foot. That is going to expedite, and that is probably the best rehab that you can do in that loaded position. Taking time off, even if it's not this kind of foot illustration, now you can do something. If you have surgery on your ACL, you still got another leg, a trunk, and 2 arms, and you know nothing about physiology if you think that that's either unsafe or not truly advantageous. Pushing through pain in a non-competitive environment, that's a mistake. I understand when you're trying to get 3 white lights and everybody's going to cheer, all right, you do what you got to do, but that's unacceptable. Training with bad form because of who you listen to or what you think. Bad form in a training environment is not the same as bad form in a competitive environment. If it's within the rules of your sport, except here's the thing, like, oh, well, so-and-so did this. No one's actually trying to lift with bad form. What they're doing is they've probably just passed their peak of ability to handle that technical failure, but they're not at a point where they cannot execute something. They basically make a quick left turn and they're swerving through traffic, but then they straighten it out when you rack the bar. If you win, or if that's part of how you make money, then go. But that's not acceptable to try to do those things or find it to be acceptable at all at any kind of frequency. Maybe it happens, on accident, but no one's ever trying to. So-and-so deadlift with that big rounded back and his back's fine. So-and-so didn't try to do that. Like he did that because that lift didn't go well. And he still finished the lift and everybody cheers and you yank 7 wheels off the floor, but that's not the intent.